margins, and if you're in a 20–30% margin, if you do any sales, anything like that, it's going to be lower than that. So you got to look at your overall demographic. If you expand that to the demographic of how many people are in San Diego area, 30% of 3 million people. Or,
no,
well, I said 3 out of 10 people standing in line in a food truck.
3 out of 10.
We interviewed them and they're standing in line.
Okay.
Your direct market that you're going towards, and only 30% of your direct market says they need it, I would say no.
Honestly,
I don't know. I'm kind of with him.
honestly, I personally I would increase it. I wouldn't see 10 people as a good estimate.
Right, but I'm saying if you you extrapolate that data and you say that you took 1,000 and you're using the same.
1,000's too high. Let's just pick a reasonable number.
100.
30 people.
25 to 50. I mean, 100 would certainly be good. Maybe it's high, but yeah. So let's say we did 50. 50 is pretty easy, and we got the same kind of numbers. You know, we got 15 out of 50.
Then in that case, no.
But the numbers are the same.
Well,
but it's more statistically valid, is what I'm saying.
It depends on how you monetize it.
But I mean, if you say that 3 out of 10 is good, then 15 out of 50 is good.
Let's say you went to a place or not that, one, you know, the food truck wasn't that great, you know, what people, you know, didn't usually eat there or not. Say, for example, it's a brand new food truck, or the people there, you know, you're talking to people that, you know, they haven't been going to food trucks for a while. You know, so you'll get people that want to go to food trucks all the time. You get people that, you know, this is their first time, you know, they're just trying it out. So if you have 10 people and 3 of them say, well, you know, yeah, sure, I want to find it, what are the other 7 saying? Is it their first time?
So we're in business. We're all in business together. What do we say? Did we prove or disprove?
Disprove.
I'd say disprove, especially if it's at 50.
That number depends on how you monetize this, because you're only looking at one end of the spectrum. You have another end of the spectrum to make money, which is the actual truck itself. So if you have another number with the truck itself that you're making money off, or you're making advertisement off your app, and you're making money off these people, then it's proved. You have to look. You have
Not
to take
this. We're talking about this assumption right here. We're just dealing with one thing at a time. And the one thing we decided was the most risky was that people would actually want to find these trucks, that they need to find these trucks.
We proved that people want to find the trucks. What we haven't proved is the volume that it be sufficient.
Well, there's always a person that wants to do something, right? But is 15 out of 50 worth our time to tap into?
Are we just getting stuck on numbers here, saying like just?
You have to pick numbers with your assumptions.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to draw lines.
We want to decide what that defined metric is of this prove or disprove, right? If you're going directly to food truck people and they're telling you they don't need it,
If
3 out of 10 is telling you they don't need it.
If 100,000 people are looking for a food truck every day at lunch, that starts to become significant.
And how much?
You'd multiply that number of times the number of food trucks that you're working with, right?
Well, what's we go back to the time and money ratio.
Time and money.
So it takes me $100 to make this, and it takes me 1 week to make this app. The $100 in 1 week, if I have 15 people, can I make that 15 people alone cover my cost?
It's going to take you
cover my cost of making
$40,000 to make this app.
Okay.
Is that realistic?
Yeah. If you want to make a crappy app, you can make it for 10. If you want to make something decent, you can make it for 40. And that's just one platform. You want to do it for iPhone and Android, you're looking at 80. Maybe more.
What if you do a mobile website?
And you don't have to spend that money. You can convince a developer that's awesome to do it for you. But I mean, we're just talking about values. Okay. So I would say, I mean, Blue Ocean, right? We can build anything we want. We can make the next Facebook. Why are we going to dink around with this? I don't know. I wouldn't. It's not bad, but it's not a strong signal. We're not looking for weak signals. We're looking for a strong signal. Like, your product, like, first thing you do with your product, tip of the spear, man. Stick it in deep. Get something strong. Why am I going to go and take risk and pain and all these things for something that's just, like, mediocre?
So where would you draw the line?
I would draw the line at, like, 70%, something like that for the first thing. I want a strong signal to base what I'm doing off of, and there'll be other stuff around it. This is still good data, but for me, I would want something less strong. It's not always true. You know, if I thought I was going to get paid $10,000 every time I got one person that wanted it, well, that's different, right? But that's not the end consumer. So let's take a look. So let's say that this one's disproved. So one thing we'll do is want this to be really kind of a light process. We took a bunch of time with that, but you want it to be a light process. And one thing you do is you got to keep track of all your knowledge. Right? One simple way to do it is just with sticky notes. Really easy. It's really fast. If you're writing this, then don't write this. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that people want to find trucks. That's actually not the best way to say it. Maybe people have trouble finding trucks. And we're going to say disproved. And we're going to keep track of that data though. We're going to say it was 15 out of